So that's like me promising not to jerk off ever again. You know what I mean? So I could say, John, I'm never going to jerk off ever again. But when you don't see me, I might jerk off without you seeing me. So here's the Iran nuclear deal in a nutshell. And you can say this about North Korea too. This is the funniest thing ever. I mean, this is the funniest thing. So let's picture this. Okay, so we gave Iran $2 billion of cash, and we said, please don't create any nuclear weapons.
So do I have to give you $2 million?
No, $2 billion.
Do I have to give you $2 billion to not jack off?
So here I'm Iran. Here's what I'm Iran. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, yeah, please, NATO inspectors, please, yeah, come inspect my facilities. I'm not making any nuclear weapons, but here's what I'm doing. So 100 miles away in an underground bunker, about 500 miles under the ground.
There's a ton of guys jacking off.
Out of the sound, out of the view of satellites and whatever who's watching us. Yeah, I'm spinning all these centrifuges. Of course, I'm making nuclear weapons. You fucking idiots. Fucking morons.
But then we sent, or someone sent, the little.
We sent somebody.
No, they put the little the cyber warfare. They destroyed all their centrifuges.
Oh,
all of them.
Right.
Wow.
It's a fucking country. it's hundreds of thousands miles of square footage.
No, dude, their entire nuclear program was set back.
I see.
Years because they put malware in their centrifuges and they were all destroyed, so they could no longer make nuclear.
Why don't you say so?
They couldn't enrich uranium.
Okay, never mind. It's not making nuclear bombs anymore.
See? Okay. See? That's Ted. Why are you disputing this?
No, as if I'm Iran, I'm agreeing with that. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You got us good. Here's what you do. You got me here, but here's what I'm doing over here that you don't see. Here's what I'm doing over here that you don't see.
All right, Teddy, we'll just agree to disagree, okay? Do you have any issues that you think are important in this election?
Yes, I got a few issues, obviously.
Okay.
So, what would you like to know?
What? You do this every time. Do you not know how to read?
Yeah, of course.
So Teddy wrote some shit down, right? And then I asked him about
it.
it.
Crayon, I can't read it.
And I asked him about it, and he's like, well, what do you want to know? I want to know what the fuck you wrote down,
Okay,
Ted.
so right now, obviously, the big hot topic these days is the Russian invasion of Ukraine, obviously, and how it's affecting us in a way. So basically, the U.S. is quote unquote punishing Russia by doing an embargo on their oil and putting these huge sanctions on Russia. Yeah, correct. Okay, but the point is, are you really punishing the people in charge of the invasion, which is Vladimir Putin and his inner circle? So if our gas prices are, say, $5, $6, $7 a gallon now, which they are. So in California, it's $7 a gallon, by the way. So
no.
No, that's okay. No, no, Johnny. You know this for elections. This is a presidential thing where he takes a number like 5 and turns it into 7. So, this is like that thing when Ted goes around, he tells everybody how big his dick is. He takes
which
that
isn't
4.
Very big, which isn't very big.
Yeah, he takes that 4 and he turns it into a 9. Do you see how that works?
In some parts of California,
there is one place.
7 gallons a dollar.
There's a county which is up in the mountains somewhere away from everywhere that's $7, but the average gas price is like $5.
Say $5.
It is $5. Yeah,
I've seen $5. Yeah, so the point,
for sure over $5.
So the point is, we're going to punish the Russian people and the American people, but not the people who are actually causing the war by increasing prices. Again, it's a fallacy.
They are collateral damage. Putin and the oligarchs are getting punished.
We're collateral damage because by the time it gets to Putin, who's worth hundreds of billions of dollars, he's well. Don't forget he's well insulated.
It's well documented. He has a very small penis.
Yeah,
it's well documented.
Of course he does. But
he doesn't. It's not probably. It's probably not as small as yours, but it's a pretty small penis.
So the point is by punishing the American population collectively, saying, "Oh, we need to tighten our belts," and because Putin's doing this war against Ukraine, that's not going to stop him from doing anything.
Okay,
correct,
right. Johnny. You said you know a little something about this.
I was just going to say I do have a little bit of a joke.
Okay. What?
This is 3 little people in a bar.
Is this another dwarf joke? Okay.
No, not dwarf.
If this turns out to have anything to do with Russia, I am going to laugh. Okay,
3 little people in a bar, and they're commiserating because they're miserable because they're little, and they're like, what can we do to whatever? And if we could get in the Guinness Book of World Records, that would be great. And they're like, we should try it. And what can we do? And the guy's like, I got tiny feet. And the guy's like, I got tiny hands. He goes, I got a tiny pecker. He goes, we should do it. He goes, tomorrow we'll go down to the office and check it out. So off they go the next day. First one goes in. He comes out and he's like, hooray! I made it into the book. I got tiny feet. I got the world's smallest feet. The next guy goes in there, he comes out, he's like, hooray, I made it into the book. I got the tiniest hands in the whole world. And then the third guy goes out, and he comes out, and he's so fucking angry. So angry.
It's okay. You say fuck.
Okay, so angry. And the other guy's like, what's wrong? And he goes, who the fuck is Vladimir Putin?
Exactly.
Oh man,
Exactly.
I love that. Okay. So Teddy, I don't want to talk about Ukraine. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, all right.
It's just been done. I wanted to ask you about education. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Should we continue to send our children to school, or just get back to the good old days of child labor and cheaper goods?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't understand what the problem with education is. I mean, we pump hundreds of billions of dollars into education. Why are kids so stupid? I can't figure it out. I mean, it's not that complicated. You send a kid, you have someone who's obviously has a college degree, who's teaching them stuff. How can you not learn the stuff? I mean, I went to public school system my entire life. I mean, obviously,
It shows.
Obviously, but the point I'm trying to make is that I didn't get any scholarship to anywhere. I didn't get a scholarship, and I learned enough to just function in life. So the point is, are these kids this fucking stupid? Are these kids this fucking stupid that they can't figure shit out? If they're told something, I mean, what's the problem? I don't get it. So when they say like kids are being deprived of education,
I cannot believe you're saying
understand.
this.
I don't understand.
I cannot believe you're saying this.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ted has literally been the worst golfer I have ever seen for like 10 years.
It actually got worse lately.
And
It got
and
worse.
I keep telling him,
John, I'm sorry.
I keep telling him,
worse.
Ted, take a lesson, get better. And you know what he says? No, I don't need a lesson. I just need to get better. And I'm like, well, the only way you get better is with a lesson. So how can you say that kids don't listen? You literally don't listen. I mean,
we're extrapolating two different things. We're conflating two different things. We're talking about golf. And we're talking about literally 2 + 2 is 4, not 6.
right? And swing a golf club without jacking the ball into the woods every time. Every time, Ted.
It's a concept that I'm actually flummoxed by it. Flummoxed is a real word, John. by the way.
I'm familiar with that word. I'm also familiar with someone who hits the ball to the left constantly, but won't move his body a little bit more in that direction.
Ted, you know what? The first thing we're going to do when we get video is we're going to do a show on the golf course because I need everybody who's listening.
Can you videotape me?
That is possible.
Are we talking about golf?
I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to play Sunday. I mean, the way I'm playing right now, I want to bail out. I mean, I'm thinking about just like I'm calling sick.
Oh my God! Okay, I thought you were going to say you were choking on a dick and you can't come to the golf course.
I'm not going to the outings.
Okay, so Teddy, let's get into this again. Things that you can actually do something about. Okay,
Sure.
Where are you on getting steroids into women's sports?
What? I mean, we don't need steroids in women's sports. We just need a guy to dress up as a chick and just play in women's sports, and they're going to kick everybody's ass, right? So, like the swimmer in Penn State, who was a guy who's a biological male who was swimming transgender. But I don't think there's a gender reassignment. Who was actually swimming against female swimmers, and I obviously beat all of them. I think the only match she lost was to another transgender swimmer. So seriously,
Wait a minute.
Seriously,
So there's a guy,
a dude
at Penn State.
There's a dude who's got long hair who identifies as a woman, but he's a dude.
Hold on a second.
Please
He's a
respect
dude.
our pronouns.
Yeah,
He's a dude.
He has a wiener though.
He has a wiener, yeah.
He has a wiener.
And he has testosterone.
She has a wiener.
Yeah.
Pronouns,
Okay,
please.
this person has a wiener and is racing against people with vaginas.
Yes. And of course he's beating them because he's a dude. It's a dude, I mean, he's a biological male.
And wait, and then that wienered person lost to another wienered person.
Wiener person, which is, I guess, poetic justice
in a vagina race.
But that's the only person. but that's the only person she lost to.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You don't have. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. So
Man, I would be
no
so
judgment.
pissed if
judgment.
my daughter was an awesome swimmist.
Yeah.
And she got cheated out of winning by a wienered person. I don't know how else to. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
An Oscar Mayer wienered person.
Okay. Teddy, where are you on legalizing marijuana?
It's already legal.
In certain states.
Yeah, in certain states. I mean, so it's just a matter of time. I'm sure.
Not legal federally, though.
Really, that's
Johnny, would you tell Teddy to legalize marijuana federally?
Yes. I literally 30 years ago had massive arguments with my sister saying that we should legalize marijuana. And her argument, of course, was it's a gateway drug to other things. And I would always ask
Black
her,
tar heroin.
exactly. And I'm like, listen, if they legalize
PCP, fentanyl,
if they legalize marijuana,
bath salt,
would you immediately start doing opium? And she
Yeah.
goes, no, of course I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, then why don't you give that
yeah.
intelligent respect to other people?
Here's my counter argument to that. Just a simple argument. Oh, here's my counter argument to everything. So I've heard that argument before. Like, so marijuana is a gateway drug to harder drugs like cocaine. So, okay, well, I could say this. Well, the liquor stores open at 10 a.m. in the morning, but I'm not buying a fifth of Jack Daniels on a Monday morning at 10 a.m.
He waits till 11.
Exactly.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly.
Teddy's got a thing. I can't drink before 12.
Exactly.
You can't? No, I can drink before 12. I just can't buy alcohol before
Exactly,
12.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, give me a second here, fellas. I got to put in another commercial in here. From the makers of Perfect Shoe comes Perfect Hat. Perfect Hat is perfect anytime you want something that looks like a hat but cannot be worn on your head. Perfect Hat comes in over 10 different shades of gray. Perfect Hat has hundreds of uses. Do not do any of them. Perfect Hat was voted the most comfortable hat according to Dentists Quarterly. Perfect Hat cannot tell right from wrong. Perfect Hat is not safe near pets, plants, or anything that can die. Perfect Hat will become depressed if not given the chance to run free. If allowed to run free, Perfect Hat will initiate a military coup. Grab a Perfect Hat today. All right. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. I'm so glad, I'm so glad we're finally making money with this thing. This is really cool, man. I mean, people aren't, they're not paying a lot, but, after.
I just bought a 1999 Ford Escort with the money we're making from this, by the way.
And that's a step up from Ted's shit car. So, yeah, when Adam Sandler sang "piece of shit car," he literally saw Ted's car. All right, Teddy, where are you on turn signal usage? And please, I would like to just say this: I would like people drawn and quartered for not using their turn signal.
Actually, I got something better. So I was actually behind somebody just today that was in front of me in a minivan, and they slowed down in front of me to make a left turn without a turn signal. And, that was a little bit disconcerting.
And you shot out their tires.
So
That's why you were super late.
I mean, they should have been murdered, of course, in my opinion. But we can't do that legally. But, yeah. So
Ted, but you're going to be the president.
But you know what I really hate?
We can do anything you say.
But you know what I really hate? I hate people in the wintertime who don't – you ever see these people? They don't, there's a layer of snow on their back window that they don't brush off their back window. They'll put a little, they'll brush off the front, just enough for them to see out. And it's
Right.
those people – should be drawn and quartered immediately.
See, I knew it.
And publicly shamed before they get
Shame.
before they get drawn and quartered. By the way.
All right, Johnny, I'll ask you first, and then Teddy, your presidential take, and take a note from John here. John, where are you on the Detroit, Chicago, New York style pizza debate?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, Chicago,
Homer.
number one. New York second. I don't even know what Detroit pizza is.
Oh my God! I don't.
Is it the thick stuff?
Wait,
Jack?
delicious.
Jack, hold on a second. Jack, I need you to edit out anywhere John spoke.
Okay. John.
Are you Detroit style pizza is incredible?
Is it like thick bread?
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You threw me off when you did that with your hand. I just wanted to put my dick in there. I just don't know why.
Was that girth or width?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I was warned never to do that little
Yes.
measurement. It makes Ted nervous.
I couldn't tell what you were doing.
All right. So, Teddy, where are you? Detroit, Chicago, New York.
Well, the last time I had a really good pizza and I was starving because I was drinking a lot and I was golfing a lot. I was going to say Detroit. When we were in Detroit the one time,
Yeah.
that pizza was really good.
It was Johnny. It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we don't have a lot of time left, so I want to get to some really important things. Ted, legalizing prostitution.
Well, it's already legal. If you go to Clark County, Nevada, outside of Vegas, of course, prostitution is already legal.
Ted, so the other 17.5 million acres of America.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing. So if I got busted for prostitution, okay, and I went to court, and it's like,
Ted, are you the prostitute?
no.
Oh, okay. So just want to make sure.
I'm the John. So yeah. So let's say I get busted for prostitution. Obviously we're not talking about underage girls because that's illegal. Of course, we're talking about grown women.
Right.
Grown women in their 30s and 40s who've obviously been ridden hard and put away wet. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't
I always visualize this. So, okay, I get busted for prostitution by some from vice cop, and I go to court, and I'm standing there in front of the judge, and it's like, "Oh, sir, you solicited this prostitute for sexual." I'm like, "Yeah, no, you know what?" I said,